Hey folks, and welcome to CarStarz' 10 Cool Facts about Bobby's 68 Camaro Custom in the 1975 movie Aloha, Bobby and Rose. Fact number 1. There was only one car portraying the 1968 Camaro Custom used in the film, with no other stunt or backup cars created. And I say portraying a 68 Camaro Custom, as the base car was actually originally a 1967 model Camaro that had 68 model doors and front clip added at the time of the custom bodywork. Fact number 2. This highly customized Camaro didn't actually have all the racing modifications and bodywork done specifically for the movie, but was already a full-blown purpose-built race car built up by Dan McLaughlin and his group at American International Racing several years before it ever became a movie star. This specialized Camaro was built to be a corner-hugging canyon racer intended to dominate the competition at road races at locations such as the famous Mulholland Drive, where many road racers used to terrorize that stretch of mountain road in efforts to earn the coveted title of King of the Hill, running up against some worthy rivals comprised of equally capable custom-built road racers like these. Fact number 3. Unlike most customized cars used in movies that are mostly for show with little actual go, Bobby's Camaro is indeed a purebred race car from bumper to bumper. The car had a complete conversion from a factory Camaro into a true road racer with extensive modifications throughout. The chassis, body, and interior all received a slew of racing modifications, such as the chassis modifications to increase rigidity with a full roll cage, modified widened fender and quarter panels with those massive yet functional all-metal fender flares, riding on slick 5-slot mag wheels with big fat tires. Fact number 4. But the best part is what lies under that custom screw-down hood, which is a screaming 550 horsepower real DZ302 race engine built up by the famous racing engine building group, Traco. This Camaro is the real deal in the racing performance department. At the time of the movie, it sported an Edelbrock Tarantula intake, an 850 CFM Holley double pumper carb, and modified Cyclone headers pushing the fumes out of custom-made side pipes. Power is sent to a 4-speed Muncie M21 transmission down to a 3.73 ratio Chevy 12-bolt rear end. Fact number 5. Now I know some of you are probably thinking, wait a minute, when I saw this car at X event, the intake setup looked totally different, and you'd be correct. The reason for this difference is that both before and after the movie, the engine had a quad set of dual-throat Weber 48 IDA racing carbs looking like this. They apparently made this temporary switch for the movie, as the studio was concerned that keeping a multiple carb setup running well for the film may be too difficult. Fact number 6. As per Paul and Matt's co-star Robert Carradine, who was doing a lot of real road racing at the time, Paul was a great actor, but not a great driver, and could barely handle the powerful Camaro. Robert recalls that in the scene when they are in the Camaro racing the stock GT350 Mustang on the street, Paul was driving and really trying his best to race the Mustang, but was overtaken despite the racing spec Camaro being more than capable of beating the stock Mustang. Fact number 7. The night drag strip race in the movie was not a planned or controlled scene at all. On a dare by Robert to Paul actually just casually drove the Camaro into the lineup of a real live drag racing event at a local drag strip and raced another Camaro, driven by someone who just happened to be there racing that night, who had no involvement with the film whatsoever, and also had no idea who's being filmed for a movie. Paul had never drag raced an actual real race engine powered car before and was intending to max the RPMs as far as they would go in each gear. However, Robert was riding shotgun and yelled at him to shift at the right times, fortunately, which is the only thing that saved that engine from being converted into scrap metal that night. Fact number 8. After filming concluded, the Bobby Camaro was put up for sale on the Performance Classics car lot in Eagle Rock, California, which was owned by Dave Miller at the time. The Bobby Camaro sat there alongside its brother Camaro, which was the 69 Camaro extensively modified in a similar fashion by the same custom builder, Dan. The 69 Camaro also became a star in its own right, as it was later repainted and entered into a big-time car show in Fresno and took first place. It later even had a feature in CarCraft magazine in the 1982 June issue. Fact number 9. The Bobby Camaro has been replicated by a number of fans over the years with varying degrees of accuracy. Probably the most well-known recreation you'll see discussed out there on the web is this 1968-based replica owned by Randy Martin. This replica was built by a shop named Hot Rods and Custom Stuff located in Escondido, California, and is one of the more accurate replicas known to the public. About the only inaccuracies from the original that stand out visually are the partial roll cage instead of a full, and a slightly different style of side pipes, but it's certainly a badass replica regardless. Fact number 10. Fortunately, the screen-used Bobby Camaro still exists today and in the same well-preserved condition as seen on screen in 1975. It's even still wearing the same red paint that is also still in excellent condition, surprisingly. The current owner, Rick Figari, who's the same person that owns the screen-used 32 Milner Coupe from American Graffiti, has owned the Bobby Camaro for nearly 20 years now. Rick occasionally shows the car at various auto events and is also friends with Paul Lamette, so you can sometimes see them both together at certain events every so often. If you do happen across them, both Rick and Paul are cool and personable guys that are happy to chat with fans, so it's safe to say that the car is in excellent hands. Well, there you have it, folks. Thanks for watching, and make sure to hit that subscribe button if you like what you saw here. You guys are all great. See you next time.